Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this Genio webinar about how Volunteer State Community College successfully transformed their approach to student support, ultimately significantly improving student retention, enhancing overall student success, and reducing stress for hundreds, if not thousands, of their learners. I want to share a bit of context and a bit of the history of Volunteer State Community College and Genio. I'm going to share some of the story from our new case study that we've just produced with Volunteer State Community College. So cast your mind back. Volunteer State Community College faced a significant challenge a few years ago in providing note-taking accommodations. The Vice President of Academic Affairs highlighted that faculty were frustrated and overburdened with the manual process of finding peer note takers for students with disabilities. The peer note-taking system was fundamentally flawed. Many student note-takers were not strong students themselves, which made the accommodation unreliable and ineffective. And I think Leslie's going to share a bit more about that later. And Leslie's initial analysis a few years ago revealed that financially, paying stipends for peer note-takers was more expensive than investing in a technology-based solution. And so Volunteer State took a proactive step by adopting Genio Notes, initially with 25 licenses, and as that proved effective, they quickly grew to 250 licenses across campus, just providing it to students with disabilities at that point. But despite the increased licenses, adoption of the product remained unexpectedly low. Only about 20% of those licenses were being used by students regularly. And the crucial insight of how to improve students actually using the tool came from student feedback. And the feedback was students were self-conscious. They felt singled out. Genio Notes was perceived exclusively as a tool for students with disabilities. There was a stigma attached to using such a tool, students felt. And this feedback was a real game changer for Leslie and the team. It spurred a complete re-evaluation of the strategy. The vision evolved from providing mere accommodations to transforming Genio Notes into a universal tool accessible to every student across the campus. The new goal was ambitious: to boost the overall student experience, to significantly increase class engagement, and to enhance learning effectiveness for all. And this initiative directly aligned with Volunteer State's strategic objective of improving student retention. By pursuing this institution-wide license for Genio Notes, they made it an equitable resource, effectively eliminating the self-consciousness previously associated with its use. Students didn't have to self-advocate anymore to use a tool. This wasn't a tool that was solely accessible for those with accommodations. And this is the package that the team signed up for, Genio institution-wide. It means that you can provide Genio Notes not just to students with disabilities who have registered accommodations, but also to all students across campus, which means that it removes the stigma of using such a tool for students who are worried about that. But it also helped the team at Volunteer State to support what we refer to as the missing 65% of students. That's students who have an IEP in high school, but when they arrive at higher education, they don't seek support either because they don't know it's there, or they don't know how to access it, or because of perceived stigma attached to it, or many other reasons as well. But the reality is that 65% of students with an IEP in high school will not seek support in higher education. So this package was enticing to Volunteer State because it meant they could reach those students as well who wouldn't self-advocate. But it also helped them to reach out to what we call the new majority of learners. That is students who are from non-traditional backgrounds, who maybe don't have the kind of support when they arrive at university that others do in a more traditional sense. So that could include working parents or first-generation students as well. So Volunteer State purchased this package, and they've been offering Genio Notes to all students on campus for a year now. And when they rolled this out last fall semester, securing buy-in was absolutely key. They needed to get buy-in from both faculty and students. For faculty engagement, Leslie built a strong alliance with the Faculty Senate Chair, who she termed as becoming a super big supporter of the project. And for student adoption, Once the trial was approved, Volunteer State launched a robust marketing campaign. This included strategic emails to all students. It included actively engaging parents at orientation by promoting Genio Notes as a universal tool. And they implemented creative resource fairs with scavenger hunts to ensure widespread awareness and sign-ups among all students, ensuring that there was really engaging ways of students learning about the tool. So they purchased the tool, they thought about how to roll it out. What were the results? Did it actually work? Well, the initial results have been really kind of staggering. They achieved a 24% activation rate on campus. So they now serve over 1,200 students with Genio Notes. So if you think back to 25 students originally, 250, and now over 1,200 students are using it. And this was far more ambitious than their initial 10% target. They're hitting 24%. So props to the team for their hard work on that. But the most compelling evidence of the success of this project came from the Volunteer State Office of Institutional Research and provided undeniable proof of its impact. The data was phenomenal. They saw that students who were using Genio Notes persisted from fall semester to spring semester at a rate of 88%, which was 11% higher than those who were not using Genio Notes. And this outcome truly knocked the socks off the team, as Leslie recounts. Beyond the numbers, students reported a profound transformation in their learning experience. Feedback has been overwhelmingly positive, with students expressing they couldn't have gotten through their classes without it. Genio Notes allows students to focus on the lecture rather than getting bogged down in frantic note-taking. The results are lowered anxiety, lower stress, and increased confidence for students. And let's hear a couple of quotes from students at Volunteer State. This is the best note-taking app I've used. Keep this software available for all students. Having all my classes available anytime and anywhere is invaluable to my success as a student.